All right, I'm here with Mack from Monster Fight Club. When I asked my community what I need to check out when I'm at Gen Con, people were like, oh, they're doing a Witcher game. And I was like, well, we're going to go see the Witcher game. So we're here to check out the Witcher game. How's it going, man?
How's it going? Happy to be here.
Awesome. How's Gen Con been? I know you've been running demos. This booth is always very crazy because you have so many things going on.
Non-stop demos.
Non-stop.
Everyone is as excited for the Witcher as I am, which is fantastic.
It's probably a very high bar.
Yeah, couldn't hope for more.
Yeah. So
that and Cyberpunk together, like, what's not to like?
Very cool, very cool. So instead of just gabbing with you about the game, I'm sure people just want to know more about how the game plays. So I thought maybe we just run through like a quick demo on how it runs.
I can explain this game in less than 2 minutes. It's so smooth and elegant. If you're a gamer, you're going to see it. And you're like, oh, I get it. I want to play it.
I'm putting a timer on the screen right now, and we're going.
All right, here we've got Geralt's card. On every card, we got some information. On the right side, we have, or my right, your left side, he's got his action tokens. We've got some tokens set there so we can track them. On the other side, he's got some skills. There's 6 skills in the game. Every model has all the skills. Only the ones that have a bonus are shown. So if you want to do something else, you still have it with a +0. When you take an action, your actions are both color-coded, so we have quality and quantity. Green actions are better. If it's an attack, you get to roll the D12. If you're running, a green lets you sprint the full 12 inches. If you're using a yellow, you can only hustle with a yellow, or you roll a D8 to attack. When you take a wound, you're going to risk a token, and if you fail, that token becomes red. Reds roll a D6, but here's the key. While that is a smaller die, the highest value on every die is a crit. So when you have a D6, you have much higher chances at a crit. The most dangerous guy on the table is the one bleeding out. Whenever you do take a wound, you can also react. That's where our entire engine gets its name. We use the same reaction engine for all our games. They are somewhat compatible, although not, designed to be that
I was going to say things sound very familiar.
Yeah. And when you take a reaction, if you've got an unspent token, you can kick it over and attack back, run around behind cover. So your models are never going to stand there and doing nothing while someone shoots at them until it's done. During your opponent's turn, you're still active. That's it. That's the whole engine. The big difference for The Witcher is we've added in the monsters, and that's really fun because they run off the cards. Monsters will find a focus, and based on their distance to the focus, usually that's the closest model. But when you've got, once you've determined your focus, distance to the focus determines the action it takes. After every player activates, one of the monsters will go, and they're controlled by the AI. So we can drop them right in the middle of a competitive game, or we can run full co-op and solo scenarios. One of my favorites is to set up a town, no legends, just townsfolk, and then the wyvern attacks, and we see if they can protect the granary and get the civilians covered.
So you're saying you like murdering civilians?
I love murdering. War crimes are where we start.
You got a Striga Mini here?
The Striga Mini's right here.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Although the core box is going to come, I believe, may come with the Striga as well, but I know it's coming with a Griffin.
Nice.
Big old model, you'll be able to see the case there.
Iconic. I see we got Letho and Geralt.
The core box is going to come with 2 Witchers, Letho of Gellet and Geralt of Rivia. Our game also has other Witchers, and then all the boxes are going to come with a legend that goes with them. So Dandelion and the people from the brothel he hangs out at. We've got the Blue Stripes will be an option. Of course, Yennefer and Triss. You can't miss out on Yennefer and Triss.
Absolutely.
Ciri, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff, all the hits. That's very cool. So if you were playing this in a competitive sense, it's a very like skirmishy game. What's the model count look like?
Typically, you're going to have somewhere between 4 and 7 models. Our boxes come with 5, which will typically get you around 100 points. Our tournaments run 100 to 150 points, so that's either 100 points of models with some gear, or you can run in some extra models. But if you buy a starter or buy the 2-player starter, you will have a competitive level list to start with. You won't have to get more to get started.
Gotcha. And one thing I'm really curious about is how is the list building going to be constrained? Because how are factions going to work? Is there
any Combat Zone has factions, but in The Witcher, that's not really a
thing.
No.
Yeah.
Instead, all of the models will have keywords. So we got Witcher, Folk, Mages, Soldiers, and all of our equipment, or a lot of the equipment and tactics are faction or class-based or role-based. So only Folk can take this, only Bards can take that. There's a lot of generic stuff too, but only Witchers can use Witcher spells. Yeah. Only Mages can use Mage spells. Only Priests can use Priest spells. And as you level up and play through the campaign, you'll be adding tactics to your characters, which will often increase their skills and their stats, but also give them new abilities and defense.
Very, very cool. So you said there's going to be a starter box that's going to come with a bunch of stuff to get started, and then I assume there'll be some sort of like expansion box. Are they going to be sold in blisters, or is it going to be like themed
I believe
boxes?
we're doing starter boxes of 5 model packs.
Okay.
So we're not going to have a lot of blisters, and when you want that legend, you're going to get a lot of cool characters to go with it. Because if you're running Dandelion and you don't have all the people at the brothel, you're missing out.
You got to get the whole crew together. Yeah, makes
My
sense.
favorite in that box is the surly waitress. She gives you loot cards, but your opponent picks which ones because she never brings you the right order.
Very cool. So now I know, is this going to be going to crowdfunding, or is it going to be going right to pre-order?
I'm not certain. I'm not the money guy. What I know as of now, so with a grain of salt, is that we're going to be doing a pre-order campaign.
Yep.
And when that goes live, if you follow that QR code, I don't know if you can do that from this, it'll bring you to the signups. We're also going to be doing a public beta with that.
Excellent.
So you'll be able to try it before you buy it and help us make it even better.
Very cool.
I need games to get the balance tight.
Got to get that data going.
Gotta get
Awesome.
that data.
Well, stay tuned for more on The Witcher. I'm super excited, and thanks so much for chatting with me, Mack.
Stay tuned for more from Gencon 2025. I want to send a huge thank you to the extremely cool kids tier on Patreon, the Steam Powered Scoundrels, Dogmatize, Spanner Rider, Tom Likely, Rob Younce, and Russets. And thanks for watching.